Good morning. I am coming to you from my classroom. It's about 8. I was running super late because I was having trouble with my hair this morning because it is Halloween at school. It is October 29th, but it's Halloween at school, so we dressed up. My department is decades, so I'm the 1940s. I couldn't find a polka dotted bandana, so I have my red and white striped one instead. So I will try and take a whole picture of myself so you can see my costume. Maternity costumes are tricky. They are not the easiest thing to do in the world. So especially when there's a theme that you have to stick to, and it's just a whole thing. But anyway, I'm super busy today. Again, I've got a parent-teacher conference as well as a Halloween costume contest at lunch, and then just a bunch of stuff to take care of after school too. So I will talk to you later. It is about 6:30. Lottie is splashing in the bathtub, so I'm here to check in on the progress on a couple of my projects. But what I wanted to show you is my mother-in-law is in town, so she brought Lottie's Rapunzel bag. So it's a drawstring bag that my mother-in-law designed because Lottie's Rapunzel for Halloween. So it's got a little door and the bricks, and this is the roof that opens so Lottie can get her candy out. But check it out. On this side, my mother-in-law made a window so Lottie can reach in and grab out her little things. So I thought that was so cute. She said she made the window a little bit too big when she cut it because she's designing it. There's no pattern. So she had to make a little window ledge, but I think it's really cute with like the extra dimension, kind of like Rapunzel could lean out the window. So it came out super cute. I like it. It's quilted here. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's quilted. It's just like the wood panels on a door. So it came out super cute. Lottie's been carrying it around. It'll be her trick-or-treat bag when she's getting to trick-or-treat in the house tomorrow, as well as she'll trick-or-treat with my parents on Sunday. So she's getting kind of a whole Halloween extravaganza. So that's exciting. I have a couple things that I'm currently working on that I figured I would update you on. Today was a little hectic at work, so I didn't get any knitting done, but I'm ready to do some knitting tonight. I'm working on my Christmas sweater. I just did my first set of baubles, and I'm like obsessed with the way to make these baubles. It's coming out super cute. I'm going to add in the second skein to alternate colors. I don't like doing it, but it always comes out so much nicer when you alternate skeins. So I'm going to alternate skeins, especially because this is a variegated. So I'm going to alternate skeins for that and do a little work on that. And then I'm also working on my Catherine of Aragon sweater that I've been working on for a while. It's a wine color that I'm not alternating skeins on, and I feel like I'm too deep into it to start now. It'll actually even look worse if I just start alternating now in the middle of the yoke. So I'm just gonna do it, and hopefully the color changes in the color work and it's fine. So we'll see how that goes. It's taking a long time because it's single ply fingering weight on size 2 needles. You're like, why are you doing that to yourself? I know. It's really thin, but I think it'll be perfect for California. The color's beautiful, and the fabric that it's creating is like perfect. I thought that any bigger needles would be too big, but see, like if I put my hand here, it's coming out gorgeous. So I'm just accepting that it's kind of a long-term project. I'm also Frankensteining it together. It is a Spellman combined with the chart from the Tudor Roses book. And it's the Spellman without the cabling sleeve detail. Most of the time when I want to knit a raglan sweater, I use Tristan Molina's Spellman sweater as my template and then kind of tweak it to do what I want after that. Because it's a super, I really like the fit of it. It's a super easy pattern to follow, and it gives me like a really good jumping off point, and it's pretty adaptable. So that's what I'm working on. And Chaley's test. I've got lots of like reds going on. I'm feeling an extreme red vibe right now. It's probably like getting closer, getting colder, holidays, that kind of thing. I still haven't found a sweater's quantity of that pink that I'm looking for. I have a very specific pink inside my head that I want, but I can't describe it. So I'm just gonna wait. I want it to have a speckle. I don't want a plain tonal pink. I want a speckled pink, but I don't want to know what I want it speckled with. I don't know. If you've got a recommendation for a sweater's quantity of speckled pink yarn, pop it in the comments, fingering or DK. I can knit with sport weight, but in California, we don't really have days where sport weight is a thing that we use on the regular because it's just too hot. It gets cold, but not that cold. So I've only actually worn my fingering weight sweaters to work, and those were kind of warm. So we'll see how it goes when I do like a heavier sweater in the wintertime. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm going to try and get some more knitting done tonight. I think it is about 10:50, just before 11. We've been doing a bunch of stuff this morning and I didn't get a chance to vlog. My in-laws are here and my brother-in-law. They were making pumpkin donut holes this morning and we were playing outside and all of that. So I'm finally getting a chance to sit down and vlog. So today I'm mostly going to try and catch up on my knitting, catch up on taking some photographs. I need to take pictures of the flannel socks, and I have my steeked witchling sweater. I've been watching a couple of our test knitters steek their sweaters for steekling, which is super exciting. I actually think McKaylee might be doing hers right now. I was watching her live of her steeking. So I think she's crocheting the button band right now, or the reinforcement, and then I'm gonna try and jump on and watch her cut it because I think it's always super exciting. I'm also playing around with this idea of doing a design with me kind of series. I've seen a couple designers do it, like with Bellish or with just like other apps or that kind of thing. But I was thinking that I'm a fairly new sock designer. I've been only doing it since March, that I thought it would be interesting to kind of record my entire process, because it's my plan is for a free pattern anyway, so I wouldn't mind showing it. That I think it's interesting to see lots of people's processes on how they design, and I didn't really know how to get started when I did it. I kind of just fumbled around, so I thought it might be kind of interesting just to see how one person does it. Obviously, there are multiple ways and multiple approaches to all of this, but the teacher in me is like, wouldn't it be cool if you could watch someone do it like from the beginning and show how they write it, instead of, because I know a lot of design with me videos on YouTube, there are portions left out for lots of different reasons, which is fine. But I thought it would be kind of interesting to at least record for myself and actually force myself to lay the whole thing out on how do I start a sock design process? What do I do? What works? Chaley and I haven't been doing this very long, but we've learned a bunch along the way already. So I thought it might be helpful for someone else who wants to get started, isn't sure to how to even start. We definitely fumbled around. We're still not positive on what we're doing, but I think it's kind of interesting to see someone do it at the beginning, like as kind of a newbie, as a novice, and then see where they end up, instead of doing it when you're super skilled at it, which so many people are, that it becomes second nature, where I'm still learning. I still have to do the steps. I have to like really plan it out for myself, because it's still pretty new. We've designed maybe like 6 or 8 sock patterns this year, so we've definitely gotten better, but it's still a process and there are missteps. So I don't know, haven't decided. I may record it and then just not show it, but that's what I've been thinking about lately. So check in with you later. Happy Halloween! It is the last day of Vlogtober, also the last day of October. So I didn't do any recording today. It is about 7:30. Just didn't happen. We had too many Halloween activities going on right now. We went to my parents' house. My in-laws left in the morning. We went to my parents' house. Lottie got to trick or treat to two houses. She went to one of my parents' friend's house to trick or treat, and then she went to my best friend's house to trick or treat. So she got some trick or treating in. She wore her costume the whole time. She was great about it. So I'll pop in a picture of her and me in our costumes. So we had a great kind of low-key Halloween. We walked around our neighborhood. Around 5, no one was really out trick-or-treating, so she wasn't in her costume, but we just let her get pushed around in her tricycle, and then that was about it. I finished my sister's secret test knit, so I did finish 2 pairs of socks in October. I didn't get to wear either of them for October because I forgot, and because Shaylee socks are still walking. So I got a lot of knitting done on the way to my parents' house. They're about 40 minutes away from us, so I got to knit both directions. So I'm pretty far along on my Christmas sweater, which is coming out great. It's looking exactly the way I wanted it to. And then my newest design that I'm working on is coming out super cute. It's just a super simple striped slipped stitch situation. I am working on a tutorial, not even a tutorial. It's more like a extended vlog, I guess, of me designing it, kind of doing I guess a behind the scenes look, I guess you could call it, of my design process, which is of course unrefined and unpolished, but thought it would be helpful for some people who are interested in getting started. I'm very new at this, but I thought it would be helpful to see at least one person's process so you could get an idea of what it might be like for you, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and just kind of get to see. So I'm recording that over probably the next 3 or 4 weeks, so you can check that out once I get it all posted and everything like that. Since today is the last day of October, I'd like to say thank you so much if you've been following along for this whole month of vlogging. I super appreciate it. All the comments have been great. Thank you so much. If you haven't yet, this is where I get to act like a YouTuber. If you haven't yet, what do they say? Smash that like button. I don't know. Like or subscribe if you want to see my sister's vlog in December. She's got Vlogmas, so she's going to do the December vlog. So if you'd like to do that, if you want to come along with us for our Vlogmas journey, subscribe so you get notified, follow us on Instagram, all of those good things. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you on our podcast.